Hello. I know it's off my camera. Sorry about this. I didn't know if it was just like foggy looking or if that was my camera that was looking like that. But I just wanted to come in. First of all, if this is your first time here, hello. Welcome to the Gigi Nails Homestead channel. Um, I am just kind of impromptu doing a live stream, a really quick live stream out on our land, just waiting to see if some people are going to pop on. But I kind of just did this at the last minute, to be honest. I just slipped on my boots, which I keep in the truck so that, if we just kind of happen to be driving this way, and then we come off onto the property, then I can be able to kind of walk around and go, hey, my Renaissance grandma, hey, eco neighbor. But show you guys a little bit of what I can see of the planted pines. I have this idea that I'm gonna go and cut some in between the rows of the planted pines. I'm just gonna clean it out for a good little ways so that we can just see the beauty of the planted pines. And so I wanted to kind of see if I could show you guys. I really want to walk back there, but I know Eco Neighbor don't have on his boots. And I'm probably not going to go by myself. But let me see. I'm trying to see where I can step in. Hey guys. Hey on that homesteader. Hey Ebony R. How are you doing? Hey the Fun Reading Club. How are you? Hello Garden and Holistic Fun. How are you doing? So let me flip y'all around. I don't know if y'all will be able to see my vision, but there are these planted pines out here. And let me go to another spot because I think y'all may be able to see it better from a different spot. As y'all can see, we are back here. We're back here. We have been clearing, we have been burning. That pile is small compared to what it was yesterday. It was hot, hot, really, really hot. And so we were out here burning. All right, so here you go. So y'all can see some of the planted pines now. Um, can you see the row? Like the rows right here, right in front of me. And this bushiness, all of this bushy stuff in there, I just need that like cleared out so that I can see. And guys, we walked back. We walked back what we thought was a good ways. And when I was looking at the little I don't know what you call the thing, but there's like a thing that you can look at that'll show you what you're on, where you are, like on your property. So it's like a GPS kind of thing. It'll show you exactly where you are on your property. And so I looked at that and I was like, babe, hey, we're back here. Hey, Shakira, we're back here a good little ways. I looked at that thing and we were literally only about a third of the way back. So when I tell y'all this property is huge, um, and I'm excited um, to know that like there's so much more to see. Like we went on one side, but we hadn't gone as far back as we wanted to. And so it's so peaceful. I wanted to show y'all how just literally how peaceful it is out here. And you can just sit out here. You know, this is the country, so you're gonna hear your gunshots. You know, you're gonna hear your birds and your animals. And I was actually hearing what I thought was like an eagle. And my husband said he heard it too. Him and my daughter's boyfriend walked way out, and I was hearing this call that sounded like an eagle, and I was like, I really think that's an eagle. And he was like, did y'all hear that when he came back? So I'm like, yeah, that was definitely an eagle out here. So let me let y'all look at it again. But this thing is just, I think it's just beautiful. And once we get all of that brush cleared out to where we can see, we're gonna have the RV sitting to where we can see this. We wanna be able to just look out our window and just see the planted pines. And there are acres
Come on,
and acres. You going, babe? You gotta put on some boots.
Come on.
You can't. You gotta put on boots. Look, don't show out for the camera. You need to put on boots for real.
Come on, Judy.
Man, they just won't do right. Okay. We have 357s and rifles and all of that for safety. So, yeah. Yeah, it's a lot of shotguns around here and stuff. So, yeah.
So, like, here goes the plant times right here.
Okay.
Back up in here.
Yeah. So I want to be able to see this. I really just want to be able to see this and hear that. It's just so peaceful. And all of these, we have so many different types of trees, these cypress trees. We have noticed several pecan trees. We have muscadines already growing out here. Um, there are wild berries all over the place. Like it's just a lot. Hey, Foster Family Fun, how you doing? Hey, Miss Native Cherokee, how are you doing? Hi, daughter of the Most High. Hello, how are you? But yeah, it's a lot of yeah. Okay, I'm having to watch my steps and things. So yeah, there are what? Okay, it's just beautiful. It's just so beautiful. But we've kind of cut through several paths so far, even though it's still heavily wooded. But we can actually kind of see some of the places that we have walked so far. And then you have these types of things here, these trees that they make like an overhang, so it would be like a really good area to like if you're just trying to get out of the elements to kind of camp out a little bit. But yeah, you can go. Okay. But yeah, um, we are totally unprepared for this. We just decided at the last minute that we were gonna come out. Hey, growing with Hudson, how you doing?
Take it to the book.
I guess. Watch your step, babe. But anyway, we got a lot of work done just after the guy was able to push all of this stuff to the side for us. we were able to come back through. We got to come back through with the chainsaw. Hey, Danny Days, Homestead, and just cut some of this stuff and then just take it to the burn pile, make a couple of burn piles, and just burn it up. So let me show y'all one other cute little area that we've got over here. And all of this, like all of this was full of debris on this side, but we've already burned all of that up. So we're making good progress. And just like over there, that can be a really great area for just sitting up like a bench or something. So once we kind of get all the little small saplings cleaned out up under there, that'll be a nice little area that we can sit. And you know, all of this will be gone. Hi, Grace Ortiz. All of that will be gone. All of this will be gone. So we figure probably within the next week or so we'll have this cleaned up, and then we'll be able to move on to the second phase of clearing. And so the next time we're going to go ahead and get them to just put it all in one pile. This was kind of a same day rush kind of job, but it gave us a lot of space. It gave us enough space to be able to bring the RV in over here. So it kind of literally happened on a whim. And so, you know, he was able to just push the stuff out of the way for us so we would at least have space to get in here, but we would still have to just do the burn part of it, which was a humongous help for us. Mosquitoes are biting me. Can you spray me real quick? It's biting me. Yeah, clothes and all. They're biting me through my clothes. Okay. Thank you. Okay, you want to come? Show them. You said show them something else?
I'm saying you can walk to church.
Okay. All right. Hey there. Yeah, I already had on Skin So Soft, but they were still biting me. So I had to go to the poison. See if the poison would help. Spoon and Sunshine Homestead. Hello. Hi, S. McDade. How are you doing? Thank you very much. All right, so as y'all can see, yeah, I'm all right. I'm all right, girl. Hey, Lisa. So in this little section over here, I think this is probably where we're gonna start clearing, headed back that way, because this is kind of sort of almost at the middle of the property, and but I want it to still be around this corner so like nobody can see us. See, nobody will be able to see us from the road if we just start like right up in this area and get those trees taken out, go ahead and clear a couple of acres back there, and that'll get us started. That'll just get us to the point where we can put a lot of trees, because we got a lot of trees, and be able to put my garden. I am going to put some plants, maybe some shrubs or something over here in this area that we initially got cleared out. Hey, her healthy home, how you doing? We'll put some of it over there. Hi, who is that? Dee Dee. Let me find it. Dee Dee in Vegas. Hello, how you doing? So yeah, if we start right up in this area, A lot of this is like really brush. You see where, can y'all see? I'm gonna slow down so you can see where this tree is leaning, like in the middle of the screen. There's like a pine tree that's leaning right there. But in between, it's like in between the rows. And we walked back there. Believe it or not, we went through that. We went a good little ways back there. And so once you get past that tree that is leaning right there, you can see the pines. You can see the way they're lined up. They're just so pretty lined up back there, and be able to see um just, you can't even see all of it. It's just so much. It's so much land. You really can't even see all of it. But it cleared out some back there. Like most of the brush is right up in here. And so once we get to the end of those pines, then it starts to clear up a little bit more. There are different types of trees that are back there. And so we have this little station set up here. We got our solar power set up out here. And if y'all remember this from the last house, this is our tent that we had set up in the backyard. We just got it kind of halfway down right now. Um, yeah, Danny Days. Yeah, we bought a 20-acre tract, and it's wooded. So we're having to go through and clear it out and do all of that good stuff. But we haven't been all the way to the other end of it yet. But for everything that we have seen so far, like it really looks great. And then a lot of it is these planted pines. Hi, Urban Gardening Chronicles. How are you doing? A lot of it is these rows of planted pines, and it's just a lot. It's just a lot. So this is the summertime, and we weren't going to wait, um, because the way the market is right now, like you can't wait. If you see something, you got to get it if you want it, because it's not going to sit and wait on you like it was doing a few years ago. Everything, before you can even drop it on the market good, it's like people are snapping it up. They don't care what condition it is or any of that stuff anymore. So people are just snatching up houses, land, everything. And this was a rarity, and we kind of we got this because we were dealing with another really shady realtor. We had called him um, on a property that we saw that we were interested in. That was like a 10-acre tract, but the realtor was so shady that, hey, David Corey, that we called a realtor that we had dealt with before in the past. And so when we made this random call to him, he said, hey, I just listed a couple of properties. And he was like, I think you all may be interested in at least one of these. And so we were like, okay, what you got? And I can't remember, what the other ones were, but he said, the one that I have that was listed for 20 acres, it's never been built on. Like they were using it to plant trees, to plant pines on, and then, just selling the pines or whatever. It's just been like that for years. And so we were like, okay, we'll take a look. Um, that's not even what we were looking for at the time. We were just looking for a space, a smaller space, so that we could get out of the RV park. To be honest with you, and so we came out here and we looked, and when we started seeing all of the different trees, you know, all of the cypress trees and things, when we started seeing all of that, and we started seeing pecan trees, and we walked out here and we started seeing herbs out here, um, we started seeing fruit already growing out here. We were like, oh yeah, we got to jump on that one. And he was like, yeah, take your time and look at it. He said, but you know, when we put in our offer, he was like, they're going to that. He said they just had an offer that they rejected. So come strong with your offer. And so we did. And we were like, man, let's stop playing. If we want to get this, I mean, how many properties can you find that already have wild fruit growing all over them? Um, there is a big mullein plant that I'm gonna have to show y'all one day. I'm not walking over there. We can see it from the road, but I won't be walking over there. Not up through this way, but there's a huge mullein plant that is over there. Which if you know anything about herbs, the mullein is good for the lungs, and so I was like, we just got to get this land. We got to get this land. Hey Tammy, how are you doing? Hi Cassandra Dominic, how are you doing? So I was like, we just cannot play around with this. We got to go ahead. I'm sweating so bad. Like we got to go ahead and get this property. So that's what we did, and there was another offer, but they accepted our offer. So we just feel blessed to have it, and Eco neighbor got the fire going. He's got the fire going. That tells you the soil is fertile. Yeah, yeah. Cause listen, hey, just with Jay, what's up, buddy? Cause we have seen a lot. We've seen a lot of properties, and there are a lot of properties also that you will find that people they'll just like they'll dump on them all this type of stuff, and there's just a lot of stuff that you don't want. There's this one property that it wasn't in this county, but um just me blue, hello, how you doing? um the person bought the property, and when he was going to do something with the property, and he discovered that they had been dumping something illegal onto the property, right? Well, that was about 20, let's see, we've been in Florida a while. That was like in, I want to say the late 90s, early 2000s. That property is still covered up to this day. So what they'll do is they'll take the property and they will, like, you have to clean it, right? They covered the property, and to this very day, that property is still covered. So that man just lost his money. He was not able to do, or woman, whoever bought the property, not able to do anything with that property because it had some sort of something on it. So I was glad to know that the realtor, he grew up here, knows the area, and he was able to give us, some information on it. And you can just look at it and just tell that like it's just full of life. I'm just I'm just happy and excited that we made a really good choice with this property, even though the other one fell through. It's like the blessings behind getting this one. I'm just excited to see what it turns out to be. So, anyways, I was just coming in just to show y'all a little bit. It's kind of really hard to like video this and show the real beauty of it. Cuz I don't know, like the camera, just does not, it just doesn't do justice to how beautiful it is. And there's one tree that I want to show y'all. I can't go back there right now because there's some stuff that we have to like move out of the way to expose this tree. So there's one tree that's back here, and it's so beautiful the way that it is shaped, and the foliage on it, the blooms on it. It's just a really, really beautiful tree, and it's one that we've been looking at because they are all over Florida for a long time. And so I can't wait. I can't wait to show you guys. It's just so pretty. It's so unique, and we've often seen them when they're very young, but this one, it has some age on it, and the way the branches are on it, it's just beautiful. It's just a beautiful tree. So we're gonna have to move some brush before um, I can go up in that area to show you guys. But yeah, it's been great though exploring the property and going back. I'm not so um, not quite so skittish anymore because we have snakes and we have rattlers. So the farmer across the street said, "Y'all be careful because there are rattlers out here. There are plenty of them." And grateful to God, we have not seen one yet. We haven't had that encounter, and just saying that we ain't gonna have that encounter. That all of this moving and stuff that we're doing is gonna push them next door or somewhere. It's going to push them somewhere else. There are a lot of large tracts of land around here. So, really, all that's around here is like people with they big acreages. And as y'all saw, I showed y'all that there's like 80 acres across the street full of corn. So that's we kind of we're gonna have that privacy, even though everything, when you're out in the country, when you're in the middle of the country, you can hear everything. Like, you can hear people talking. They might be miles away, but because it's so quiet, and it's like your voice carries out in the country. So um temporarily, I'm not in Tallahassee, but I'm close to Tallahassee, daughter of the Most High. So, um, I'm excited to see what you all would do with all of those special plants and trees on the property. We really love nature, so we don't want to cut down anything that we don't absolutely have to cut down. But at the same time, I want to be able to, from wherever, from the RV. While we have the RV out here, we're going to be living in the RV first for a little bit, until we decide, what structure we're going to put out here. So while we're living there, though, we want to see the beauty of the land. So we need to get like a brush hog or something like that, and then just go through in between the rows so that we can see just the beauty of the land, because it goes so far. And once you get back there, hey Nikki, how you doing? Once you get, hey S McDade, how are you doing? We have not camped out here yet, but we're planning it. We're planning it, S McDade. We just had to get a little more space clear first before we did that. But the whole family, listen, my family, they something else. Because all of them were like, oh, when y'all want to go and look at this land? And everybody jumped in their boots and was like, let's go. Let's go. So when this thing was totally like loaded with trees to where we had to climb stuff to get over in here, they came. They came with us. J Beats and Waves, hello, how you doing? How are you clearing the area? Are you just cutting trees right now? So we're burning. Let me show you. So he got a fire going right now. So we've been doing a lot of burning. Yes, we are cutting down trees. Um, this guy who came um, to cut he brought in his skid steer. If you look at Eco Neighbor's video, he'll show you some of what was happening when. So he brought in the skid steer, and he was able to, widen the road for us. But it turns out that the guy is a tree cutter, right? Yeah, we're looking at a barn dominium. Who was that said? I saw somebody say barn dominium. Who said that? David. Yeah, we're looking at a barn dominium. Hey, Tracy Jones. You know it. You know it. You know it, Tracy. Make sure you have a nice spot. So, um, this guy happened to be a tree cutter. Like Eco Neighbor told the story on his channel. So if you haven't seen that video, check out his video of him telling how this whole thing came about. So the guy ended up out here. Actually a neighbor. Ended up out here just one day. He saw us out here. He was passing by. He backed up and came over and helped us out. And it was just a blessing. It was a real blessing to have him stop by. And then he was cutting down trees like, I was like, okay, boom, one tree just fell. And like a minute later, 2 minutes later, there's another tree, then another tree, then another tree. This guy was killing it. Like, he knows how to really work. He's one of them old school, like, I know what I'm doing. I know how to get work done. So yeah, helped us out tremendously. Really did. And we were, hey, Gina versus Gina, how are you doing? Um, we were just excited. We were excited that it happened, and he was like, just let me know, because he was talking to my husband. He was like, just let me know when y'all want the work done. My husband was like, what you doing now? What you doing right now? Hey, TLC in the garden. And he said, well, I gotta run an errand, but I can come back. And he was like, all right. And, he came back. He came back. So we're grateful. We're very grateful for it all. And in the meantime, him just pushing this stuff over, and, us not having to be the ones doing the cutting, that was just a tremendous help, because all of that area was just loaded with stuff. And when we saw it, we were like, oh, we can work with that. Because, see, we were cutting down trees and, like, going in the woods and pulling trees out and burning and doing all of this stuff. But to have somebody just, like, put it in a spot to where all we got to do is grab the chainsaw, or just grab some bushes and drag them over to the fire. That, if that's all we got to do, we're good. We're good if that's all we got to do. And that's what it ended up being. It just ended up being where, man, cut that stuff and let's get it done. Because me and Eco, like, we know how to work. We've been working all of our relationship. So we know how to get work done. And so that's how we were able to clear out this one section so fast. Just get to work. And then when we get hot, when we get overheated, well, before we get overheated, we go somewhere and sit it down. And I was showing you guys back there where the tent is back there. Um, that's where we have our fan. I was telling him I want to set up one more station um, where we can cool down, so we're not having to walk way down there. So I want to get one more station set up here. Grab a couple of more solar panels, and already, got a couple of fans, set them up so that we're able, hey, Brownton Gardner, how you doing? Set those up here so we're able to have like two different stations. No matter where we're working in the area, we can get somewhere real quick and sit down and, cool off and drink and rehydrate ourselves. Here they go. Can somebody go ahead and take the person out? if you can. I know sometimes they overwhelming, but if you can get them, if not, don't worry about it. We all grown here, um, so we know what they talking about. Hi, God's gift in gardening. How are you doing? How are you doing? Good to see you in the chat. But we're gonna really have like some really nice spaces where, and we're gonna definitely create some paths up in here, create some, places where we can just walk, do our health walks. um I don't know what all we're gonna do, but we got plenty of space to where we can kind of do whatever, and we're just gonna enjoy it because life is short, and we're going to just enjoy our land. We're going to enjoy our family. And, if our children decide that they want to be out here, you know, working the land with us, full of fruit trees, and we just gonna live it up. We're gonna live it up. I cannot wait to have our first cookout. I think everybody is kind of waiting on that one. But just to have our own freedom, we gonna be the noisiest ones on the block. You know, I like that for a change. I like the idea of us being the noisiest ones on the block for a change. So yeah, we're just gonna enjoy it. So is that one of the super trolls? Did we get a super troll this time? I think we got a super troll. Or what they don't like to be called. What's the other name for them? A bot. Yeah, I think we got the bots. Hey, FR Humphrey, how are you doing? I think we got us a bot today, but it's all good. It's all good. We all know what they're talking about, so we grown people. But anyways, thank you guys for handling that, and I'm gonna go ahead and jump off of here. But all of that section right there, and half of that right there, yeah, we already got it done, y'all. We got it done. Straight sweat equity. Just sweat equity. We love it. We love it. And it feels so rewarding to be able to do your own thing. And see the fire? Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Growing with Hudson. Thank you. So yeah, we're just excited to be here, and we've been it's been a long journey. It's been a long journey, Eco Neighbor.
Yes, ma'am.
It's been a long journey in order to get here. If you all don't know the story, we'll have to talk about it one day. But it's been a long one to get to this point. Hey, sweat equity. Hello, how you doing? Nothing wrong with burning a few calories while you work. Exactly. I'm like, sweat, girl, sweat. Get your sweat on. Nothing wrong with it. But yeah, it's just very rewarding though, like to be able to say, man, we did that. We did that. We really did that. And I thank God for the health to do it and the strength to do it. And whew, hopefully we can find us some local friends, come out, join in with us, drag some logs, cut up some trees, whatever. Yeah. Hopefully. But we shall see. In the meantime, the neighbors are nice, and we're just going to just roll with it. We're gonna really just roll with it, do what we gotta do in order to make it as nice as we can make it. So But anyway, thank you guys for popping in with me real quick. And I'll see you guys tomorrow live at 5 right here on the GG Naturals Homestead channel. Thank you. I appreciate you coming through. You guys have a great rest of your evening. If you're cooking out, be safe. Be safe, please, because there are a lot of accidents that happen today. If you with those fireworks and things, like really for real, be safe. Be safe. And keep your children safe too, because something that seems really, really harmless can change the course of their life when fooling around with those fireworks. All right. So y'all take care. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow live at 5. Peace, family.